Hi, welcome. This is Crystal, and you're with Creations by Crystal. And today we're going to do a hummingbird, and I sketched it out, and I don't know if you can see it or not. I think you probably can. And what we're going to do, and I'm also using yupo paper. So we're going to use the good stuff for this particular painting. Thought I'd like to let you see that. And the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to mask off with the masking fluid on the hummingbird so that when I do the background, and it dries, I then can come and rub off the frisket paper. Excuse me. Good morning. Wipe off the masking fluid. It's a rubbing motion, and I'll show you how to do that. Another little idea I thought I'd tell you is I have a glass surface, a big thick one, that I've always used through my fluid acrylic paintings and things, and set my Lazy Susan on it and all kinds of stuff. But anyway, if you have you could go to the dollar store, and I happen to have some frames from there, and they were, I guess, 8 by 10. And I get to thinking, I wonder if I just pulled out a piece of the glass and then just taped the edges with some scotch tape, and then I could go ahead and put my paper and, tape it down, but still have the ability to move without getting out my Lazy Susan. So I'll be having to turn it in different directions as we work. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Depends. Okay, this is the masking fluid, and Turner Artist Watercolor Masking Fluid. Right there. I used it for my watercolors, but you can also use it on yupo paper for your drawing. So I'm going to give it an open. There we go. And I'm going to take a paintbrush and begin applying the masking fluid to the bird. I'm using a very fine brush here for the beak. And I'm putting a thick layer because very important that the beak doesn't get bled on or something. It'll be nice and white. That'll be nice, right? These little tiny brushes, by the way, are for putting on eyelashes. A friend of mine who does that had some extra and gave some to me. And they work really great on small areas. I'm going to go ahead and use a different brush now because we're into larger areas, so we can switch on up to something a little bigger. I use this one. And then I'm just moving the fluid around on our picture. It's flying. I'm thinking about bringing in some color and suggesting of flowers, maybe, I don't know, in the background. if you want, fast forward through this. And, you know, it's pretty basic, I'm sure. It's easy to understand how to do this part. The masking fluid just flows really easy. There's no problems with spreading it. Now, I have seen that Scotch tape, using Scotch tape around the border would stop bleeding, and on my last painting it did not. So that's why I'm gonna try the painter's tape, the blue painter's tape. That's why you see that instead of the Scotch tape. And we're almost done here. So painting, I hope, brings up, just dunked my hand in there. I have to reapply it. Oopsie. Anyway, I hope that painting brings you relaxation. That's what it should do. You don't have to be perfect. It's all about an outlet to relax, you know, and just have a little bit of fun. Forget about your daily cares and worries and just paint. I love doing the fluid art. That is a big outlet for me still, as well as this. It's very relaxing. And it's fun to see all the bright colors. Right, I think we got it. Everything looks good. Yes, plenty on there. Okay, good. So let's put our cap back on. That's all we're going to mask. And I'm going to drop it. Anyway. Okay, I found the cap that fell. And also gave it time. So this is completely dry. Also on a cool setting, I just blew it to make sure it was dry. So guess what? Now we get to play. And we're going to put down a bunch of alcohol ink that I have in 99%, by the way. And I'm going to put down some alcohol for our background and just really flood it. Just like that. And I'm going to start. Now, it's a strong color, but I really like it. So I'm going to put just a little bit of indigo ink here. And give it a squirt like that. And I'm going to move it around a little bit. I'm wanting the star of the show to be the beautiful hummingbird. So I'm just adding just a little bit of color. Like that. Gonna move it around. A little bit like fluid art, right? Okay. It's just a little bit too light, so I'm going to add some more and use my blow dryer on cool setting. just adding ink. I don't want any harsh lines, which I got. Trying to get a little bit of texture in there, and I need some more alcohol on that. I think I'm going to come in with some different blue. Not really digging that color. Oops. Well, let's try some ultramarine. Oh, there you go. That's how you do it. Just drop some. That's pretty. I'm just going to go with my gut on what I'm adding. Where's my, there it is. That's why you're masking your protected areas, because that masking fluid will protect that bird. It will protect it, so that's good. Got to get coordinated and use both hands, which is fun. Grabbing the alcohol and then grabbing a color makes it fun. A little bit more on this side. Seems to run right up there to that blue of the edge of the masking tape. I bet you it's going to bleed on me. Hope not. I like to make the cute little borders, you know. little touch of yellow. I might bring in a little bit of teal. I lost my blue. Where'd my blue go? There. Okay, I wanted kind of an abstract background. Now you've seen me do that. It's very, picking up a bottle. These are the little bottles that are that I showed you on the, I believe, first or second video of part 1 and 2 that you can use to dilute your full strength. If I can put the lid on, there we go. That you put the full strength, you know, about that much in and the rest alcohol. That way you can play and squirt it out with the bottle. And also, I don't know if you can see there's a palette. All of these are ready to go. They're just dry. I just add a little alcohol and they're reenacted. Okay, back to here. We've got ourselves a beautiful picture. Now, I'm just trying to move my colors back and try to decide what color we want to make our beautiful, it's going to be beautiful, bird. Okay, it's nice and dry. Yes, we are dry. Beautiful. I love that abstract, and I'm going to come in with my little dots and things and decorate it up. And let's worry about the bird now. Here's how you peel the masking tape up. Simple, 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 right? You just roll it, just like that. Isn't that fun? I find it fun. I'm weird like that, I guess. But there, boom, 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 is our beautiful drawn and has no bleeding hummingbird. So, there we are. Yes, yes, yes. I do believe he has a dark beak. I'll probably come in with a brush with that. I'm going to give it a think on what colors I want him to be. Let me do a little bit of focusing and thinking, and I'll be right back. Okay, here was the next step, and that was to get our masking fluid out again. And I saved us some time. I don't like you to have to go through really long videos. And I took the masking fluid this time to protect the bird. And there we go. So as you can see, it'll protect my background. And also, when I begin, I want to, you know, kind of probably squirt that ink up into the feathers, and I won't have to worry about it messing up the background. Same thing with the beak. I made sure to, you know, really cover it really well so that the color won't bleed out, okay? All right, I'm waiting on the masking fluid to dry, so I'm gonna be right back. Okay, we're all dry. Now, when masking fluid dries, you won't see that white creaminess anymore. It'll actually show you the background anyway. Now, if you turn it a little bit, you can see where the masking fluid is. And when it's time to remove, you won't have any problem. As soon as you get it started, it'll, you know, come right off. So, next step. I thought about going ahead and doing the little beak first. And I thought it's a dark color. Alright, and I was going to try to come in with this angle brush, but something there is on it. Okay. I may get a different brush. This may not be. Yeah, that's not gonna. That's too frayed at the end. Let me get my liner brush. Alright, got the right brush, guys. And we're going to put in the beak. beak is in. Now we're going to come in with some pretty colors. And I'm thinking, yeah. A little, let's see, add some alcohol in here. See if I can reenact that color. I'm thinking I guess I'm going to go with pink. It just keeps calling me. Pink, pink. So, let's put down some alcohol. You know, the other thing, you know what? Let me think here a minute. Okay, that's pretty. I like it. It's so pretty and light. And go right around the ear. I mean the eye. The ear. That's me. I always call things the wrong name. Oh my goodness. So sorry about that. Not wanting really any definite lines here. We're just spreading our color. Not to worry if you get out of the line because you got your frisket paper. Yay! It saves the day. And for the rest of the body, I was thinking maybe a purple. It's gonna be bright. And I was thinking a little bit more this color maybe. That's pretty. And where you don't want, you know, wall to form or a line, you know, with the alcohol and the brush, you can manipulate that. Bring that down into where I have that mask off, so I'm going very loose. Very loose. There we go. And you can see right here where it you know, past the border, but it's sitting on top of the frisket paper. So that's not a problem. That did not hurt our background. That's why we did what we did. Just trying to blend. Around his eye. A little texture. texture. Just like that. You can make yourself texture. Just dotting it, even with just dotting it with a little alcohol. Now these beautiful wings, what we're going to do with that, right? Okay, we're going to shoot it up there. Maybe we'll use our fancy spray gun and spray that up into that beautiful wing. Let's, I'm going to add some alcohol to the area. Alright, and I think I'm going to use drops this time. That way I can, oh, look at that, pushing against it. And see what my sprayer will do. Okay. That's pretty, but not really liking all the colors there. Let's put in a little bit of violet. Oh. If you do that, you can bring it back, because it's simply sliding on the masking fluid. Let's try to get it back on our project. See if I can't repair this area. Huh, says I. Take my brush and dip it in some alcohol. Try to get rid of the lines that it made there. I've lost track of where the is, because it's the masking fluid has taken some of that. Alright, there we go. Trying to make sure there's no breaks, because that should be all flowing up. wanted to give it a little more visual. I think that this kind of oversprayed it. Let's try something else and add another color. What color? What color? Yeah, maybe a little, that's pretty. I'm liking that. A little ochre here and there. Dip my brush in alcohol. I can bring it over here. Try to fix this line that decided to be there. Alright. Oh. And then we got a harsh line here. We want to soften that out. And blend it into the bird. There. And eventually, this is beginning to look really nice. All right. Let's see, just a little bit of well, anyway, I think that's good, isn't it? That's just a little bit of purple. All right. I'm thinking that is really pretty. I love it. Okay, let's just put my air gun down, and we're gonna take a minute with our eye. I'm gonna try to put the lid, well, Crystal, you think I'd know how to put the lid on by now quicker. All right, that's pretty. I like it. So let's get in an eyeball. How about that? Well, let's make sure it's dry first. Should be good and dry. I'm gonna get my paintbrush, and we're gonna give our bird a very dark blue, almost black eye. And if we need it darker, then that's what I'll do. There we go. That's pretty. Yeah, I like the different colored eye there. That worked. That worked good. So from above, if I don't want it to spread, I'm going to quickly dry it. If I go too close, I'll spread it out. So lift the dryer higher and always full setting. I've heard others use hot settings, but I tell you, it'll wrinkle your paper. And if you're using yupo like we are, yupo is expensive. So you want to save it for those special times. Okay. We are dry. Yay. And we're done. So we can take off the frisket paper and see what we get here. There we go. Just pull it off just like it's so fun. I like this part. This part's really cool. Look at that. Isn't that neat? The background had been protected. And we're going to see some definition in our wings and stuff. And our tail. Just like plastic pulling off it. It's so cool. It's kind of fun actually. I like it. I know I'm weird, but I do. There we go. Okay. And then just gently rub your finger over and make sure you got it all. And you did. Good. Now, it shows some of the more white areas that maybe I want to fill in with a little bit of color. So that's what I'm going to do. We've got pretty wings. And there you go. Pretty, pretty wings. Isn't that pretty? Alright. Ooh, I got a big purple blotch right there. That sure grew, didn't it? Where'd you come from, little guy? You can't be there. There we go. See how you can fix your mistakes real easy, because alcohol will erase for you your mistake. think that is so pretty. Love the colors. We need to give a little dot. Dry it. I always do that for some reason. Okay, we're going to have to try to make a little white, excuse me, dot on our pretty little project. So I'm going to use, by the way, Sharpies. Any Sharpies are alcohol based, so any Sharpie you buy with color will help you with your paintings. I'm hoping this little marker can give me just a dot. That's all I wanted. Boom. Markers, very handy when using alcohol ink. You can get the fine Sharpies. Well, that's a thick one there. I don't want that. That's red, and I don't want that. Where is my little one? There it is, stuck in the wrong bin. Okay. These were all my alcohol inks, and those are acrylic ink. So you can come in with your Sharpie, and maybe you'd like some definition. Just a slight pull of the eye, very abstractly. And that's all I'm going to do there. I'm going to define the belly a little bit. A little bit turned into a lot of bit, but there. Alright, and maybe a little bit under here. And there. There. These are just suggestions. There. And maybe one. There. There, okay. That helps the eye. Go where I want it to go. Alright. Yeah, that's better. I like that. Okay, you don't want to go too much, so. There we are. I think that looks good. Alright. There we go. Let me hit it with the blow dryer. I'm not sure if I like that around the eye. Actually, I liked it better the other way. So I'm going to hurry up and come in here and take it off. You can have kind of a softness around there. There, that's better. I didn't like that black circle I put there. All right, I think we're almost done. Now, I like to embellish at this point. I want to make pretty little interesting little dots around. But for now, I think it's quite beautiful. Let me show you how I do the little, where I'm going to do the little bubbles and things like that. They're not really bubbles, but little water drops, you know. He's in the middle of a garden with leaves and blue sky, so we're going to do some dotting. So with that, I'm going to get this tool. I keep calling it a stylus, but I am not sure. Please forgive me if I'm calling it the wrong name. I want to lighten up or activate some of the colors here that we have in our palette. So that I have a wide variety of choice at any moment, you know, to make a different colored one. I love the bird. I think the bird turned out really pretty. Wow, wow. This is why I like inks. Well, I love watercolor, and now I'm drawn to the inks, which I think they're just absolutely gorgeous. Right? Start down here. And make some dots. Do you see that? Isn't that neat? Now I want a different color. Got some of the background. There we go. And see, you can play and have so much fun, but you see the time is ticking, and I'm worried that you'd like to be gone from the video, so you can always fast forward. And thank you for joining me if you want to do that and not watch these be created. Oh, I think they're so cute. I'm trying an okra. Isn't that pretty? If I can get some on my brush, on my stylus, or whatever this is called. You can do this with the end of a paintbrush if you don't have this tool. Yep, I'm feeling that yellow. Love that. Oh, well, it's actually yellow ochre that I'm using. That is beautiful. Isn't that pretty? Made kind of a green color. Yeah. All right. I think that we'll stop here. Your time is valuable. Let's give you a fly over. There we go. Isn't the baby beautiful? There's our bird. So pretty. And see the cute little dots that I'll be putting around. Just some added interest to your picture. And there you are. Thank you for joining me. I hope you made it to the end. To support my channel, please use the YouTube player and give me a thumbs up, comment, and if you're a new subscriber, welcome. This is what I'm doing is some alcohol ink, and we'll be doing that for a little while. I promised a picture video, so I did one for you, and I hope it inspires you. If it does, just go back a few videos, and I have part 1 and 2 showing you the supplies you might need. Also, I don't ask for money. I don't have a tip jar, all that stuff. It all comes out of my pocket and free to you. I hope you like it. If you have supplies that you don't use and you don't need, I sure would appreciate them sent my way. Any products that you think I should try, that would be awesome. All right, well, thank you very much, and you have a lovely day. And I hope you like the hummingbird.